Oh, okay, good. Okay, so like I said, you did really good on your homework. I liked how we checked, how you were expressing that you were okay and that even though you're moving, you still feel okay. So that was your recent update. And then, like I said, we're gonna go over this. Next, we're gonna go over the picture. Then we're gonna do some coping stuff, some coping strategies. Remember the whole breathing exercises? We're going to go over that a little more, and then we're going to just talk about what we can do in future situations when you feel nervous. Like you say you have a dance coming up and you feel a little nervous. So we're going to talk a little more about what we can do for that. Okay? All right, so let's look, and like I said, I like how you did your homework and you did a very good job. Looks like you're feeling calm most of the time at nighttime. You're not really having scary thoughts. Have you been thinking recently of anything like very scary, or feel like there's someone or something next to you or anything like that, or feel like your mom's not home, or think that your mom's not home? Okay, and the times that you have waken her up, okay. Yeah. So you're very good problem solving there. There's times where you want to, right? But we discussed of like if you wake up your mom, what could potentially happen? She can lose some more sleep, right? And she can be maybe she has to go to work early. She's gonna feel so tired if you wake her up, right? Yeah. So we talked about that. Okay. So let's look at this picture I drew. I'm not the I'm not the best artist drawer, but okay, so it's gonna be the same situation, and we're gonna talk about what he might think in one situation and what he might think in another situation. So just kind of pretend that this is just maybe just a guy waking up, and maybe similar to what happens when you wake up. So no, we're just gonna look right now. We're just gonna compare. We're just gonna look at him and think. So, what do you think in one situation? What do you think is going through his mind? What do you think he's thinking right here? Who's there? Okay. Why do you think he might be thinking that? Okay, because he might look scared. And what do you think might happen if someone else is there? Well, yeah. But what do you think might happen to him if someone is there? If that were to be true. But okay, very good. But what about him? What do you think will happen to him? You have no idea. Okay, so maybe something's there, right? You're thinking, what do you think? Okay, so you think he's feeling scared, and how do you think his body's feeling? Shaky. He's got the shakes. Maybe. What do you think his heart is doing? Uh-huh, maybe he's beating really fast and what do you think he's gonna do because his heart is beating really fast and because he's feeling super scared and because he's thinking that someone else is there? What do you think he's gonna do? Okay, so you think he's gonna run to the door and lock the door? Okay, okay, can we think of a different time where maybe he wakes up and what else can he be thinking? Like one of those question marks. Okay, so what do you think could be happening instead of thinking that someone might be there? What if he heard maybe some noises? What do you think? What else can be there besides thinking that something scary is going to happen? You don't know? Okay, let me help you out. He might be thinking, he might that, or it can be like a dog, you know? Maybe his No, but let's just pretend he does. We're talking about this guy, okay? We're not really talking about your situation, but we're talking about this guy. We're, maybe he wakes up and he hears noises. Yeah, let's just say he hears noises. What else can be happening? Well, maybe he has a dog, right? And maybe this dog is making the noises, right? Yeah, maybe he woke up maybe feeling hungry, right? And so maybe there's a dog. Maybe he's hungry. So what else can, if he wakes up, hears those noises, and thinks that maybe, oh, it's just a dog. How do you think? How do you think his body will be feeling then? A little more calm, yeah. Probably not shaky at all. And so he'll probably do what? Instead of running to the door when he's scared, and then this situation is calm, so what do you think he's gonna do? He may go back to sleep, right? If he wakes up and he's like, oh, it's just a dog, there's nothing bad happening, I'm not feeling scared, or maybe just, he's just hungry, then he'll probably just go back to sleep. No big deal. That's what he can do instead, right? You understand this? Yeah. Okay. So, um, yeah, so that could be happening, right? Now, what remember how we talked about how how thoughts can then trigger him, how these thoughts can then make him feel calm, and then because he feels calm, then he acts out on something, so he will go back to sleep, right? That's called a thought, an emotion that he's feeling, or an emotion, and then a behavior. So because he's thinking that, oh, it's just a dog, then his emotion is really not that serious. He's not feeling super scared or anxious. He's feeling calm. So what he's going to do is he's going to go back to sleep, right? But what happens if we have these crazy, scary thoughts, or we have these other thoughts that kind of makes us feel very scared or makes our hearts go crazy? What are we going to do in that situation? Remember how you said that he might go run to the door? So we might do other things like running to the door and locking the door. We might go and wake up our mom. We might wake up and do something else to help us feel better, right? But if we can control our way of feeling, remember how you said that when you get nervous or anxious, your heart goes really fast and maybe you start feeling very shaky. Um, because that's what happens. Right? So when you, for example, when you talk about things that make you nervous, for example, that coming up event about the dance, how do you think your body is gonna be, is, yeah, you feel a lot of shakiness. So what can we do to calm down? And how are we gonna do that? You can tell yourself, don't feel scared, don't feel scared. But what else can we do in order for us to calm down our shakiness and our heart going super fast? Try to get calm in what way? Remember when we did our deep breathing exercises? So do you think that can be a method? Yeah, so we can do deep breathing. Remember how I said we do deep breathing? Can you remind me? What happens when we breathe in? What happens to our stomach? Remember, it's a balloon. It goes out, right? And what happens when we breathe out? So it goes down, right? Up and down. So that's one way of doing it, right? Um, so I want to ask you different ways what are other ways that you can calm down? So you said talking to yourself, telling yourself it's gonna be okay, right? And then I said the breathing exercises where you breathe in and out. So that's 2. What's another way? You have other ways that can help? Other ways maybe? You don't know other ways? Okay, so let me see. Oh no! I dropped something. Let me see if I can find this sheet of paper. That's okay, we can leave that there. That I had created, but I thought I had it here with me. If not, we can create our own list, okay? Huh? Okay. Okay, let's see if I can find it so we can go over. Huh, that's strange. I had it here. It's not a ghost. Uh-oh, I must have lost it. Okay, you know, that's okay, because we can... Okay, so... Look, here's your... I don't know either. All right, that's okay. We can write a list down here, make our list, right? Okay, so we said the first thing we can do is maybe talk to yourself. So do you know what that's called? That's actually called self-talk. And actually, you can turn it a little nicer and put the positive self-talk, meaning that you can talk to yourself and give yourself positive thoughts. So telling yourself, I'm going to be okay, I'm going to do great. Maybe doing that in front of the mirror, that would actually give you a better idea of what that is like, okay? The second thing that we talked about was deep breathing, which means breathing in and out, right? And hey, let's try to focus here, right? So we are going to be talking, what else can we do to calm our body symptoms down? So that nervousness, the shakiness, what else can we do? Yeah, so that's one here already. Should I give you another one? What about counting to 10? Have you ever tried that? So counting is a very good way too. Counting 1 through 10. What's another one? We can draw. Do you like to draw? So maybe you can draw number 5. Okay, you can do, okay, ABCs in your head, or what is it also that's called kind of like singing. So you can do singing. That reminds me, you can listen to music. Yeah, that's great. Great, great stuff. Okay, so and when you're in a situation where you're feeling scared of night, maybe you watch scary videos and you are at night, you wake up in the middle of the night. What do you think you can do? Can you do any of these things right here that I listed? Yeah. Which one do you think would? Uh-huh. Do you think that would be the most helpful for you? The breathing exercises? Great. You know what else you can do? You can grab a squishy ball. Yeah, squishy ball. A lot of people refer that as a stress ball. That actually helps you calm down. Or you can use anything that's squishy, really. Maybe like those fidgets. Have you ever seen those fidgets before? Mm-hmm. So you can use this in any setting. That means that you can use this when you feel scared at night and you feel like something is not right. You can use this when you feel nervous at school, maybe an event, like if you. No, but that would not be a good option though, right? For like nighttime, what would be a good option? Well, we already said deep breathing. For nighttime, we can do self-positive talk. You can maybe listen to music or sing to yourself. That would be great. Mm. But all the other things that you could do without even something such as deep breathing, you don't need anything. You can just breathe by yourself, and that will calm down your body, right? Because remember, when our body is like this, we might have some thoughts that run through our mind, which then makes us do some things that we probably should not do, right? Such as like, you know, yeah. Mhm. Oh, okay. There you go. That's a good solution. Very good. Okay, so let's pretend that now that I came to you and that you're giving me advice on how I should calm down. So let's pretend I'm someone else and I'm coming to you for advice, right? And I'm gonna say to you, you know, I'm feeling very nervous because um, I'm gonna have a big test tomorrow. I'm feeling very nervous. So, what would you tell me? You would say, Gloria, and then give me an advice. What should I do? I'm saying, oh my gosh, I'm very nervous, and my hands are very shaky, and my heart's beating really fast, and I'm thinking that I'm going to fail. What would you tell me? Mhm. Mhm. Great. That's a good one. Good job. Okay. But I already studied a lot, and I my parents already gave me a little practice test. I'm still nervous. What else should I do? I'm feeling so shaky. Should I just run away? What should I do? What do I need to do? I need to calm myself down. I'm feeling really, really shaky. I could count to 10. Okay. Oh, okay, that works. I can do that too. I can do breathing exercises. How would I do that? I don't know how to do deep breathing exercises. Can you show me? So what do I need to do? Because I have no idea how to. Huh? Okay. That's awesome. So should I do this? Maybe you can say, you can inhale, breathe in, really breathe in, really slow, and then pretend like your stomach is a balloon, right? And so I would have to go extra slow when I exhale, right? When I breathe out. Very good. Great. Okay. So let's pretend. I'm going to do one more thing and then we can be all done, okay? Let's pretend that I'm sleeping at night. Nighttime in my own bed. And I wake up and I feel extra scared because I feel like no one is in the house. What should I do? Like my whole body is shaking. The breathing exercise is good. Okay. Mhm. Wow, that's great. I like that idea. I didn't even think about that. That's good. So, okay. So, if I feel unsafe, then maybe I should have like a phone or something next to me. Maybe just in case. But yeah, maybe we're just right next just to say, okay, maybe I have some kind of way of talk or calling anyone if it's an emergency though only, right? Because when would I actually absolutely need to call an emergency person? Yeah, when I'm feeling it, like I'm in danger. But that's only if there's actually someone in the house, right? Um, but if there isn't, then probably I can just do one of these things, right? Breathe in and out, count to 10. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, that's good. Those are all great ways. You did such a good job. Thank you. You did amazing. Do you have any other questions or concerns or anything like that? You feel ready when you so we have like a nervous event like the dancing. Remember that you're gonna remember some of these things, right? How to calm down. And know that I'm here for you and that if you need anything else from me, you can just, ask for me and I can come and talk to you. Okay? But I think that you have such good ways of calming yourself down and knowing when you're going to be super nervous or anxious. Okay? Here you go. Really? Mhm. Yeah, and that helps out with a lot with anyone, not just with people with anxiety, right? Yeah. Yeah, you should probably those are good ways to cope, right? And to feel better. Mm. Okay. Oh. Oh, there you go. That would be something. Well, thank you. Oh man, that's gonna be crazy. Well, you're just so good. I am so happy with all your homework stuff. You did such a great job. Okay, do you want to go to your class now? All right, let's get going because